Hi everybody, welcome to this short tutorial where we're going to be looking at how to import a basic data set into a more sophisticated database application. Here is my data set, and if I right click on it and go to Properties, I can see that this is a CSV file. It's a comma-separated values file, which is a super basic kind of database. And if you've never seen a comma-separated values file before, let's have a look at it. Let's open it with Notepad. So this is it. This is a super simple database. As you can see, there are many records of data. Oh, and look, the first record, or the first row, describes the different fields that are in each record in the database. So the first field is the name of the director, the second field is the duration of the movie, the third field is the genre of the movie. Okay? So if we go to the first record, well, this field here is the director name. This field here is the duration of the movie. This stuff here, from comma to comma, remember this is a comma-separated values file, so all of this here is the genre field. Okay? So this is how to understand the makeup of a comma-separated values file, where the first row describes the field names. Okay? Now our challenge today is to get this data into a more sophisticated database application. I recommend closing this file if you want to open it with another application. So let's close it. And I'm going to be using Microsoft Access. So if you have a copy of Microsoft Access on your computer, let's open it, and we're going to open up a new blank database file. So when you open up Access, it gives you a default table. Wow, I already have a table, and I could start to, let's go into Design View, let's give it a name. I'm just going to call this Stuff. This is my Stuff table. If I wanted to, I could now start to design the database table. And maybe later in this course, this is what we'll be doing. We'll be actually designing the database table. Today, we're not going to be doing that. Today, we're going to be grabbing some external data. It's this movie data file that we were just looking at. So we're going to try to import it into Microsoft Access. Now, this thing here, this movie data file, is actually a kind of text file. So this is what we want to do. We're not going to be exporting it though. We want to import. How do we import? That's external data, isn't it? How do I import? This is only export. How do I import? Import data. Import. Create. No! How do I import data? There must be a way to import data, right? Oh, import. New data source. From file. Yes. From a text file. Yes. Right, okay, import. Oh, my goodness. From a file. It's a text file. It's a CSV file. So let's see if we can find it. I've got it somewhere here. That's it. There's my data. This is it. Movie data. There we go. So this is what we're going to be importing. We're going to do okay on that, I think. Okay. Characters such as a comma or something else separate each field. That's true because this is a comma-separated values file. So this is known as a delimited kind of file. Okay, so let's go to next. Choose the delimiter that separates the fields. Well, it was a comma, right? This is a comma-separated values file. And if we choose this one, we're getting a preview of what Access is understanding about the file. And it looks good. It's separated the fields into their different fields, basically. Oh, look as well. It's also asking us the first row contains the field names. Well, that's true, isn't it? The first row contains the field names. Yes! Brilliant! This seems to be working. Okay. What's this asking for? You can specify information. Ah, right. This is about data types. So this is quite important. The director name field is text. The duration field, look at it, it's not text. It is actually a kind of a number. And if you look at the type of data we've got here, it's just whole numbers. They're not decimal numbers. So in computer programming and computer science, this is known as an integer. It's a whole number. The genre, okay, short text. It is all text, so that's fine. The actor name, I'm going to kind of assume that's text. The movie title, that's going to be text. We don't have to think too much about this. The content rating is, well, it's alphanumeric, isn't it? It's got a PG and it's got a 13, so it's got numbers and letters. That's known as alphanumeric. Is there an alphanumeric option? No. So I think we're just going to go with short text here. I think that should be fine. For content rating. Short text is fine. Title year is a number. So let's just change that to integer. It's a whole number. And the IMDb score is a decimal number. And look, Access recognizes that. A data type for decimal numbers in a lot of computer science related applications is double. Okay, that's just the same as decimal number. And I think that's it. That's it. If, for example, I didn't want to import the content rating field, I could just do not import this field. Don't import it. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to import the content rating field. Next. Let Access add a primary key. What is a primary key? A primary key is used to uniquely identify. Oh, uniquely identify. Well, that's interesting. Could the director's name be unique? No, because in this database there could be more than one movie directed by James Cameron. So that cannot be unique. Could the duration be unique? No, because there could be more than one movie that is 178 minutes long or something like that. Could the genre be unique? No. And I think we can see that here, look, action-adventure sci-fi, and here we've got action-adventure sci-fi. So that's not going to be a unique field. Actor name, that's not going to be unique. I'm sure that Tom Hardy has starred in more than one movie. Movie title could be unique. That could be unique. But I'm not going to trust that it is. Title year, no way, that's not going to be unique. IMDb, no, that's not going to be unique. I don't think any of those fields are going to be unique. So I'm going to let Access add my unique primary field. Don't worry if you don't understand this concept today. We'll get back to this later in the course. For now, I'm going to let Access add my primary key. Import table. Yep, so let's create a table called movie data. Now I'm just going to show you something that I do, and you'll kind of understand why I do this later in the course. If I'm creating a table, I just start its name with TBL to remind myself later that this digital object that I'm creating is a table. Okay? And let's finish that. Ooh! Not all of your data was successfully imported. Okay. Error descriptions, blah 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 blah. So it's made another table for errors. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Let's see what we've got. There it is. There's my errors table. That's interesting. Let's have a look at it. Ooh. Okay. Type conversion error on these fields. Today, I'm not going to worry about that. If that's important, we'll get back to that later. So I'm just going to close that table. Do you want to save changes? No. My stuff table, I don't really want that anymore. I'm going to close it, yeah. This is my table. Table movie data. Here it is. I've got it. Look at it. I've managed to import from a basic CSV file. I've managed to import data into a much more sophisticated database application called Microsoft Access. And check it out. I've got 1,000 records of data in this database file. Whoa! 1,010 database records. And each record has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fields. Have a go. See if you can import a basic database file into a more sophisticated database application.